friends, and welcome to Bionormal. And in this video we will discuss about the release of epinephrine and norepinephrine controlled by central nervous system, or you can say that we will discuss about the sympathetic or adrenal system and how sympathetic nervous system control the adrenal medulla for the secretion of epinephrine and norepinephrine. The fifth lecture video of our nervous system series, and in the previous lecture video I have discussed about the neurotransmitter of sympathetic and the parasympathetic division. Okay, now the epinephrine and the norepinephrine are two types of catecholamines, and these are released from our adrenal gland. Actually, you know that the adrenal gland is present just above the kidney. So this is actually the kidney, and just above the kidney there are present a pair of adrenal gland, and the adrenal gland have two regions. The outer regions are the cortex, then the outer region is known as cortex, and the inner region is the medulla. Okay, then this is actually the adrenal medulla, and this adrenal medulla secrete the two types of catecholamine, the epinephrine and norepinephrine. Epinephrine and norepinephrine. Epinephrine is also called as adrenaline, and the norepinephrine is also known as noradrenaline. Okay, and in the previous video we have studied about the norepinephrine. The norepinephrine is a type of neurotransmitter which are secreted from the postganglionic neuron. Most of the postganglionic neuron, you can say it will be better that the most of the postganglionic neuron of sympathetic nervous system secrete the norepinephrine as neurotransmitter. Okay, and we will discuss about how the sympathetic system control the secretion of epinephrine and norepinephrine. Okay, diagram how central nervous system control the secretion of epinephrine and the norepinephrine from the adrenal medulla. Then from the brain, actually these are known as the descending tract, and descending tract from the different parts of brain synapse with the preganglionic neuron of the spinal cord. Then this is the brain and this is the spinal cord, and this tract you can see that these are the two different neurons, and these neurons are known as the descending tract. Then these are known as descending tract, and this descending tract actually synapse with the preganglionic neuron. Then this is preganglionic neuron, and this is another preganglionic neuron of sympathetic system. Okay, and this connection is actually known as the sympathetic or adrenal system, because this preganglionic neuron which is coming out from the spinal cord, actually this ends in the adrenal medulla. Then this is the structure of adrenal medulla. Then this is actually the adrenal medulla. Then this is the adrenal medulla. Okay, and the preganglionic neuron actually innervate with the in this adrenal medulla. And you know that in sympathetic system and in both parasympathetic system, the preganglionic neuron are the cholinergic neuron, that is they release acetylcholine as the neurotransmitter. Then this preganglionic neuron is cholinergic, then this is cholinergic neuron. Okay, and this preganglionic neuron is also cholinergic, right? This is also cholinergic, and this cholinergic neuron actually innervate in the sympathetic chain ganglion. Then this is the sympathetic chain ganglion, and this is sympathetic chain ganglion, and in sympathetic or adrenal system, this preganglionic neuron which is cholinergic, this will directly innervate with the adrenal medulla. Okay, and since this is a cholinergic neuron, then they release acetylcholine as the neurotransmitter, right? Then the descending tract from the different parts of brain synapse with the preganglionic neuron in the spinal cord. The preganglionic neuron innervate adrenal medulla, and the preganglionic neuron are cholinergic. Due to the downward flow of the nerve impulse, the acetylcholine released in the adrenal medulla. Then the acetylcholine released in the adrenal medulla, and calcium enters into the adrenal medulla. Then if we draw the structure of adrenal medulla, then this is actually the adrenal medulla, and in this adrenal medulla there are present many chromaffin granules. Then these are the chromaffin granules, and which store the epinephrine, right? Then the acetylcholine actually binds with the adrenal medulla, or acetylcholine activate the adrenal medulla, and when this will activate the adrenal medulla, then the calcium enters into the adrenal medulla. Then calcium enters into the adrenal medulla, and due to the entry of calcium in the adrenal medulla, this causes the fuse of the chromaffin granules. Okay, and due to the fusion of the chromaffin granules, the epinephrine or the adrenaline will be released, and this system is known as sympathetico-adrenal system. Okay, and this is known as sympathetico-adrenal system. Then again, the descending tract from the brain synapse with the preganglionic neuron of the spinal cord, and this preganglionic neuron is cholinergic, and this cholinergic neuron release acetylcholine as the neurotransmitter, and due to the release of the acetylcholine as the neurotransmitter in the adrenal medulla, this will causes the entry of calcium ion inside the adrenal medulla, and this fuse the chromaffin granules, and this causes the release of epinephrine. Okay, and this is the process, this is actually the scenario by which the epinephrine are released from adrenal medulla. How norepinephrine or noradrenaline will be secreted from the postganglionic neuron of sympathetic system, and you know that the most of the postganglionic neuron of sympathetic system secrete norepinephrine or noradrenaline as the neurotransmitter. Another system of sympathetic nervous system where the sympathetic chain ganglia are involved. Okay, and in these cases the descending tract from the brain also synapse with the preganglionic neuron in the spinal cord. Then these are the preganglionic neuron, and I have already told you that the preganglionic neuron of both sympathetic and the parasympathetic division are the cholinergic, that is they release the acetylcholine as the neurotransmitter. Okay, and then this preganglionic neuron actually synapse with the postganglionic neuron in the chain ganglion. Then these are the postganglionic neuron. Okay, and the most of the sympathetic postganglionic neuron secrete the norepinephrine as the neurotransmitter, and the few sympathetic postganglionic neuron secrete acetylcholine as the neurotransmitter. If we draw the picture about the release of the norepinephrine, you can easily understand the total process. So the sympathetic cholinergic preganglionic neuron release acetylcholine. Okay, then they release the acetylcholine, and this acetylcholine activate the sympathetic postganglionic neuron. And in the sympathetic postganglionic neuron, or in the nerve ending, this is actually the nerve ending, and this nerve ending contain the many neurotransmitter vesicles. So this contain the neurotransmitter norepinephrine, and when the acetylcholine activate the postganglionic neuron, the nerve impulse move towards the nerve ending. This is actually the nerve ending of postganglionic neuron. Then in this nerve ending, the calcium ion enters into this nerve ending, and this causes the fuse of this neurotransmitter vesicle with the membrane of this nerve ending, and this causes the release of norepinephrine. Okay, and this norepinephrine then activate the viscera or different type of organs, and here I have taken an example of a heart. Okay, so this will activate the heart, right? And thus by this way actually the norepinephrine are released as the neurotransmitter was from sympathetic postganglionic neuron. And if we summarize the total process, then you can again easily understand about the total scenario, that how central nervous system control the release of epinephrine and the norepinephrine. Then the regulatory center of brain, the regulatory center of our brain actually produce the nerve impulse. Then they produce the nerve impulse, right? Now this nerve impulse move to the preganglionic neuron. Then this will move to the preganglionic neuron. Okay, and these are the descending tract actually. Then the descending tract, and in descending tract the nerve impulse will be generated, and this is the descending tract. The nerve impulse will be generated, and this nerve impulse activate the preganglionic neuron, right? And this preganglionic neuron will be few of the preganglionic neuron will be innervated with the adrenal medulla. Then they innervate with adrenal medulla, and this causes the release of epinephrine, okay. And when this preganglionic neuron synapse with the postganglionic neuron, or you can say this is the sympathetic nerve, or you can say this is sympathetic nerve, and then this postganglionic neuron release norepinephrine as the neurotransmitter, and this norepinephrine activate the viscera and the different type of blood vessels or different type of organs, you can say. This may be smooth muscles, cardiac muscles, or different type of glands, okay. Then and this system is known as sympathetico-adrenal system. So the regulatory center of the brain and the descending tract activate the preganglionic neuron, and this preganglionic neuron innervate into the adrenal medulla, and the adrenal medulla secrete epinephrine, and this total system is known as sympathetico-adrenal system. Then this total system is known as sympathetico-adrenal system, okay, sympathetico-adrenal system. Then hope you have clearly understand about how our sympathetico-adrenal system actually functions, and this causes release of epinephrine from the adrenal medulla, okay. And in the next video we will discuss the another topics of our nervous system. So thank you, and that's it.